Hello, you guys. This is the One Piece King here, and I know a lot of you are now requesting me to do like vlogs and stuff, like a vlog channel. Um, basically just my daily life and all that kind of stuff. And I've been thinking about it. Like I've really been thinking about it. I'm just like, like vlogs. It's like that sounds like a cool thing, and I think a lot of other people do it too. So that's why I'm just kind of like, that's kind of why I'm just like, well, it's like a vlog channel doesn't sound that bad either. Like that would probably be like minor stuff to do and everything to get it out of like not really get it out of the way, but just to take care of that. And just to go over and take care of that kind of stuff and everything because that's apparently what y'all been wanting and everything is for me to start a vlog channel and um like I remember there was somebody else's comment I read where like I would probably put the name in the in a comment or the description below if I see it. Um but it's just they've been requesting me that, basically my daily life sort of thing. And so I'm like, well, it's like, I don't want to say like my life is boring or anything. It's just I'm still trying to get myself like situated and stuff because, the only thing I could probably tell y'all is that I work on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, like of every week now. And, as of timing, as of timing, I usually do videos like before work or after, depending on the times. But during those in between though, it's like not that bad to do. It's just as long as I've kind of got like the thought of like, oh, it's like, what should I discuss about today? It's like, oh, and I already got the idea. Um, so the thing with vlog channels though, I will do it or like vlog related videos or something like that. I will do because that's what y'all want and like basically what y'all ask I will deliver. you know I guess that's the saying really, like basically request something I deliver, there you go. um but other little news I also wanted to get out the way basically is that like regarding to like other stuff that I saw on other videos and just stuff in general. um I think it was earlier today that it was either earlier today or it was last night, I believe. It was probably last night. Um, we legit actually got to see like footage of Katakuri gameplay, like his actual move set that we got to see as not really as a trailer thing, but it was more like just seeing how the character works and how their moves work and everything. Sort of like with carrots, Ichiji. Well, I mean, technically we didn't really get to see Ichiji in a trailer, but we did get to see the gameplay of Ichiji at Tokyo Game Show. Like we got to see that. Zoro, like basically all those guys and everything. So that's why I'm saying that, that's why I'm saying like with Katakuri, we actually got to see the actual footage of it. And I gotta say, I'm actually surprised with how his moveset actually works though. Because if you didn't watch the footage already, like you should probably give it a try because like or at least give it a watch really. Because I gotta say, like whenever it's like my little predictions on what they should do with Katakuri and everything, as for his moveset, well, we got some moves, but we didn't get too many huge moves. Like, he can, like he can do these other techniques that we saw, in the series that he can do. I mean, also regarding to the anime as well, because they kind of like to throw that in there. But yeah. So whenever I talked about with Katakuri that, whenever he does the donut mochi thing and he kind of does the little punch and everything, he does have that, but it's not just for one, it's actually for multiple other ones and everything. And I think it could actually be used on a group of enemies, or it look like it looks like that it could be used for like a big boss enemy. Like if you're fighting a boss and like say if it was like a Big Mom boss or something, Katakuri would basically, already have that, like already have it to where you can beat her, you know. I mean, not saying he's broken. I don't know if he is. That'd actually be pretty cool if he was, but like I don't know. But if he is though, basically Katakuri would already be like max level, max everything, and I would basically just say like, okay, like Katakuri best character ever. Like I would play him in like on or like in online lobbies basically, in which that would be difficult to choose because people would already have Katakuri. Um, so yeah, I just wanted to go and throw that and everything. And there was also another move he's got. Just a tiny little detail, but there was another move that he's got, and and it's basically how he turns the floor, like just the floor in general, into mochi. Technically, the way how I saw what he would have did with it, like I'm not hating the move, but the way how I would have seen him doing it, it was basically like turning the ground into mochi, like not like seeing the liquid white mochi and everything, sort of like what he's got in his moveset that we saw. Not that, but like basically the ground still looks the same, but it's just he can change the shape and he can do whatever he wants with it. Like I hope they will still incorporate that in there because he is technically an awakened user, that he's able to do that because we saw in the mirror world, with his fight with Luffy, that he's able to go and change part of the mirror world into Mochi, and he can go and use it to attack anybody. Like we've seen that. So I hope that gets incorporated in there because if not, I'm just gonna think that was like a really disappointing thing that they did, like that they should have added in there. But you know, um, yeah, but moving off from that and everything, I went to go and get my haircut today, as you all noticed and everything, or probably will. And I also got me a nice shave too, because all y'all probably noticed too that I also was growing some and everything. But the other thing that I wanted to talk about and everything, is regarding to World Seeker. There was one last thing I'd never gotten in World Seeker. Like it was like, it was kind of like another add-on basically. I got all the other add-ons, I got all the other costumes, the missions, the DLCs, I got all those. But then there was the Annie song pack. And I wanted to get it for so long, but yet I was also like trying to keep track of like everything else. Like all the responsible stuff that I need to, pay for, like bills and all that kind of stuff. And like other stuff along the way like that and everything. Like yes, I could spend some, for my own, personal gain, but I also need to pay attention to responsible stuff too, like a phone bill, paying for the it's like a fee basically for the PlayStation Plus, because I do have a PS4 and that's what I played on World Seeker basically. But whenever I went to go and get the add-on just earlier, because I went to the bank today and I saw how much I had, I was like excited. I'm like, well, I can get one thing. I'm gonna get one thing, and that one thing was the Annie song pack that I wanted, and so I got it. And then and then after I got that and everything, I went to go and see all the songs they had, and they had a lot of the openings in there. They had a lot of the openings. The only ones I didn't have in there, of course, they didn't have the new opening, which was opening 22, Over the Top. They didn't have it. Makes sense because that one has just that one's been just released and everything. Like it would probably make sense like if they updated it to where like after the Sabo DLC that we get like either the Sabo DLC or the Zoro DLC. I think I think it would mainly be the Zoro DLC because I think he came out on July the 12th. Like he was a summer DLC, but he came out in July, and that's whenever Wano officially like started in the anime. So I think we got the opening around in July. So technically with the Zoro DLC, kind of coming out and everything, any song tag should have been updated to where like, oh yeah, there's over the top is thrown in there too. You can now listen to over the top while you play your game, and it's like cool, but they didn't want to do that. And then of course, like I said, with Sabo DLC and everything, kind of the same thing, but at that point it would have already been 2 months that were already in Wano at that point, because it was September the 20th that we got Sabo's DLC released, and again, we thought stuff would have been updated besides just his DLC. I only got just one costume from it, I believe, and after that, it was just like, what's the use? Like, basically, still didn't put over the top in there. I'm thinking probably with Lost DLC that, we actually might get probably over the top in there. Probably. I don't know. But if not, I'm just thinking like, they had the opportunity to put it in there and everything, because over the top is new and stuff, Like, I feel like when the Law DLC comes around, they are probably gonna go like millions of other routes, but a little hinting of a Wano route in there. Like, I think that probably might happen. You know, I mean, if they don't, I'm just gonna be like, well, that's really the safe air game. But if they do, I'm gonna be like giving claps to Bandai for that, because I'm just gonna be like, yeah, we basically already saw like what's going on in Wano at this moment, so I give claps to y'all. Um, you know, but with Law DLC, I don't know, with the direction it's gonna go, because I feel like we are gonna get another new costume with it. For Luffy, of course. I don't know if we're ever gonna get costumes for Zoro, Sabo, and Law himself, and I wish we would have gotten that. Like, just like a tiny little add-on where it's basically like, oh yeah, oh, like now, with the other characters besides Luffy, now, you can go play as those characters, and you can go and find these chests and everything. But these chests, yeah, like these chests kind of go and, yeah, like these chests basically are like, for the materials to go and create like, your outfits and everything. Like for Zoro's, some of them may be from films, some of them may be from arcs, maybe. And, for Sabo, it's the same thing, and for Law, it's the same thing. So, there's all that. And, like, I bet people would be happy with that, because they would be like, with Luffy's costumes and stuff, like, we get to play as Luffy the entire game, and, we get to change Luffy's outfits while we go play through the story of the game. Like, that's cool. Like, don't get me wrong, that's cool. But a lot of people are kind of just like, what about Zoro? What about Sabo? What about Law? They went through costume changes, over the time and everything, Like, like Law wasn't always wearing, like the hoodie and everything. Like, he wasn't always looking like, like what he wears and everything in the game. Like, no. Law actually, went through costume changes throughout some arcs and everything. It's like, especially for Wano. But if they don't want to go the Wano route, that means we're probably not going to get a Wano costume Law or Luffy or Zoro. But hey, if we ever did, hey, like, basically, Law's new disguise and everything. Like, probably, I don't know if they're going to add the helmet with it, or if they're going to add, like, without the helmet. Like, I don't know if they're going to do that. Because if they do, or if they have it where, there's one with the helmet and one without, it's like, yeah, you can do both. And it's like, cool, Um, but with Zoro, I see it mainly just being like movie costumes, from Film Z, from Film Gold, from Strong World, or I mean, I don't think they want to go. No, we can go Strong World, because Luffy wore the Strong World outfit and everything, with his time skip look. So I think I could see that with Zoro too. With Sabo, it would mainly just be from Film Gold and Stampede, which, would be incorporated for Zoro and Law as well. But, like, that's all I could see for Sabo and stuff, unless that they want to think about giving him other outfits, like random ones, like what Luffy got. That'd be cool. Like, I would be like, hey, Sabo's got other ones. He's got the outfit that's called, Lucy. Like, whenever he had to go in disguise as Lucy, or Luffy, but alias Lucy, um, for the Coliseum and everything. Like that'd be cool, but we just don't know. Um, yeah, but anyway though, but moving on. Yeah, but moving on from that. Yeah, moving on from that and everything. I did test out the anti-song pack. It does work and everything. And funny little detail basically is that you basically get to go and you basically get to go and run around everywhere, and like the song will follow and everything. But if you got basically two songs enlisted and everything, it's the one that you put in first and everything. Like not the very first song. Like say I put in We Can and everything. Like if it's only just We Can, that one will always play like loop. But if I put Believe, which I also did, Believe will play first, and then after Believe is done, then We Can will play. And then once We Can is finished, then it'll go back to Believe, and I'm like, oh, it's like so it does a loop, like a loop within a loop, like that's cool. Um, but the only thing that kind of was just like it made sense a little bit was that whenever you go in fast travel or you go in areas where the loading screen kind of pops up, the song will stop. Like the song will stop, and that's why I'm just like, okay, it makes sense. Like makes sense. I can argue with that, but so yeah, I got that and everything, and it's fun. So now the only thing I'm gonna be waiting for basically is getting that Law DLC, and just getting that out of the way basically. Um, but I think probably like maybe as a video tomorrow before I go and hang out with a friend of mine tomorrow, if she's okay with it. Um, I will probably do the first request that I got and everything, and that is by I do know this person because me and him actually speak through Instagram. We got like a group with each other. We're like friends. Um, but he's basically Anime Warlord. Basically, I shout out to his channel because he's got some good content on there. You'd be surprised. But he requested me to go and do like a room tour, basically, like a tour of my room, and like I probably would do that like tomorrow, just to get that request out of the way, and basically make it fun for like everybody else that would enjoy something like that too, because like a lot of people are just like, Dylan, you need to do like a vlog channel, like you need to do all this, and I'm like, well, like vlog channels, I've heard a lot of famous YouTubers do the same thing, like like I'll think about it, like I'll think about it, y'all are on the money with this one, like I'll agree, you know so like I'm just kind of like thinking through with that one, and I'm like, you know what, I probably might start doing that and everything, but that depends like but that depends on like either the type of request basically, or like what is like not just a request, but like what of the stuff is there to really go over with, like there's a room tour, there's kind of like about my day basically, I can go on about that. um like I basically would either need to think about it myself or have y'all actually like explain it to me and be like, oh, like, well, what we want from like your vlog basically is that not only just those two, but like everything about you, like we want to know, and it's like, okay, like detail basically, like give me detail as categories, like my relationship status, my like how basically is my gaming going, or or how is my self-esteem or something like that, like my confidence or all that kind of stuff, like I need y'all to be specific, like that's what I would need y'all to be specific, because if not, I'm just gonna be like, okay, it's like this vlog thing like started out great for the first couple of times, but now it's like kind of getting really confusing because I don't know what to do. But But yeah, though, it's just I really wanted to go and, kind of just discuss that with you all because I know a lot, like I said, I know a lot of you basically have been requesting that. And so I'm just thinking it through my head and I'm like, a vlog channel. It's like I know everybody else that's got a channel does it, so, I could start the same too. Um, I think that could possibly also mean like unboxing videos probably because I know a lot of people like that kind of stuff. I wish I could have I wish I could have done a unboxing video of opening up Shoesly and everything, but like Shoesly, like I'll go and show that baby around. Like, trust me, don't worry. Like, it won't be just for show though, but like, it's basically the one thing I just love the most. Um, but yeah, um, I really can't think of like anything really to discuss, to be honest, because, not really a lot happened today. I, I kind of just went and got my hair cut. I went to go, check some things. Pretty cool, actually. And, it's kind of just waiting for new content to come in, really, because, I guess like a last little thing really to mention though is that I also wanted to go and start making One Piece Treasure Cruise videos as well. And reason being of that is because reason being of that is because of the fact that I've also been playing the game as well. I have I've kind of been going through the process of like still like I'm still kind of learning and everything, but like I'm still learning on how to basically just beat content in the game, but like I'll get the hang of it basically. Like I'm starting to get slowly a bit better with it, but it's gonna be like very like it's still gonna be like a difficult road for me to be like, what's my main major plan goal here for this, like for the major content that is either like for characters or for story content or just something else, like I would need a plan for that. And I have a few times, but not a lot. So, I mean, basically, I just want to know like what y'all's opinion would be about that and everything because me personally in mine, I would want to do it. I would want to do it and everything. Like I'll find a way to make it to where I can post, Treasure Cruise content, but that would be like in a separate video or like in a separate category. To which like it wouldn't be a discussion, it would be more like, you guys would actually like see me play the game and everything in videos in which I would be like, oh yeah, like I'm basically wanting to do this today and everything. Like I'm wanting to, do some farming, kind of talk about a character and do all this kind of stuff. And basically, be very helpful in that and everything in case if anybody else, would need help in it. Um, like that's in case if anybody else plays the game out there. But if not, then that's okay, really. Um, but yeah, though, like that's all I can really think of to say. Um, you know, so basically this will be around to the end of the video anyway. So I will just say subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Leave a like on the video. Leave a comment below about what your thoughts are of what basically I'm gonna be start doing. Um, because just a tiny also a tiny little note, I also might also start like an anime discussion video or anime review kind of thing, like an anime series and everything. Like I'll probably have to put up a voting poll too of what series I should discuss about and everything, because it won't be just One Piece and everything. Like yes, my channel is basically labeled One Piece King, but I love my other series and everything. Like I loved watching other ones and everything, and I enjoyed them. And I'm like, hey, like other series are basically my favorite and stuff. I tried watching a few. Some of them didn't catch my eye really because I'm just like, oh my god, it's not interesting. But some other ones did. Um. So yeah, I'm just letting y'all know that and everything. So basically, I'll be signing out. Bye.